So here's an introduction to the manifest file. Hello everyone, I want to speak to you today about Android manifest file. Now the Android manifest file is an XML file. It is one of the most important parts of Android application projects. The basic information of our application can be accessed from this file. And we also get the basic permissions for the application in this file. So we can continue on to Android Studio, and here I'll open Android Studio, and you can find the manifest file under the app folder on the left-hand side of Android Studio. Now when I open the manifest file, you can see that its extension is .xml. Now if you look at this file carefully, you will see the package name. It is com.example.com, my first application. And we spoke about the package name before, right? Also, there's a line in the manifest file that is an Android icon. Now, it's second line under the application line, and we'll determine the icon of our Android application on the phone in this line. So we'll choose a picture for our Android application, and then after that, we'll put this picture in the map folder, and then we'll write the picture name on this line. Now, if we do not choose a picture for our application, Android Studio chooses a default icon, and that is the Android robot icon. Now, the other important line is the Android label line, and you see that the label is my first application for this project, and this line is for how our Android application name will be seen on the phone itself. So if we change this label, then our application name will also change on the phone. Also, all of our activity files are defined in the manifest file. So we have just one activity for this project right now. As you can see, it is defined in the manifest file in the activity line as a .main activity. And it's defined as a launcher activity in the category line. Now, if we create new activities and want one of these activities to be a launcher activity, then we should determine it to be a launcher activity in the manifest file. So launcher activity will, of course, launch first, and then we'll open the application on the phone. There's another important thing that I want to tell you about this Android manifest file. It's about user permissions. So when you develop an Android application, it will use some of the device features, such as camera and Wi-Fi, phone numbers, microphone, location, all that kind of stuff, right? So you cannot reach these features without getting the user permission. So that means, being a good developer, you have to first ask permission of the user. And then you just write it into the manifest file. And you can see it here, which permission you get from the user, such as access Wi-Fi. And this permission gives you access to the device Wi-Fi connection. Now, if you take network state permission, your application can use the device mobile internet. For example, if your application makes a phone call, you have to get the phone call's permission. You can take all of these permissions from the manifest file, but when you take these permissions from the manifest file, the user will see these permissions before downloading the app on Google Play. So after selecting the type of permission you will use in your application from the manifest file, you can press the slash or shift and greater keys on the keyboard to close the tag. Now, the other topic is screen orientation for this level. And when the user opens your app on the mobile device, your application will appear vertical or horizontal. Now, you can specify this in the manifest file. If you choose the screen orientation portrait, your application will appear vertical. And if you choose landscape, it will appear horizontal. And also, you can change your application activity theme in the manifest file. So by that, I mean right here, by theme, is the top section of the activity. So you can see this is my first application part, and it's replaceable. And you can change the text color, the background color. You can add icons, a whole lot of things. Everything I mentioned that you can specify in this theme. And you can create a new theme, and then after that, you can change it on the manifest file. So we're going to do some examples about all of these topics and more in the coming videos. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of all the information. It's enough for this level. So, until then, see you in the next video.